Pokemon Aura Black. My cousin knows I'm a Lucario fangirl. And he also knows I'm easy to scare. So when he gave me a blue DS card, I stared at him in wonder. Have fun, fangirl. He tossed me the case, and I couldn't believe my eyes. Pokemon Aura Black version. I swear, I let out the loudest fangirl squeak ever. I put the game into my DSi, eager to see how well Ben made the game. I didn't even notice him next to me. All I cared about was the game now. I clicked New Game, and was surprised when Sir Aaron went onto the screen. And the graphics? Better than Pokemon Black and White. He pulled his staff and looked at me. Not only was there a text box, but his voice. Stay still. I need to know your aura pattern. He pointed his staff at me, and it began to glow and shake. I stayed perfectly still, waiting to hear his voice again. I see. Judging by your aura pattern, you are a female named Rachel, and you... I stared at the screen confused. He had disappeared. But Ben told me to wait. Are very easy to scare. My eyes widened as he walked away, only to return with 3 Pokeballs. This game was to make you stronger, so... I heard Ben laughing next to me. I didn't see what was so funny. Sir Aaron was just gonna give me some normal Pokemon, right? Wrong. Take your pick. He threw all 3 Pokeballs at the screen. When I saw the Pokemon, I didn't know if I should have let out a fangirl squeal or a terrified shriek. There were several injured Lucarios. Each one looked like it was in pain, which made me feel so sickened, hurt, and angry. They weren't just in pain. Each one's face made me feel more and more like running away. Well, choose a Pokemon. I didn't know which one to choose, but the third one... What were the names of these Lucarios anyways? Aura is gone. Those were the names of them. Aura looked like it was lying down, staring at its leg. Is looked like an emo teen. But that last one, gone. Its eyes were detailed. Its aura sensors were sharpened at the ends. Its paws and toes were sharp as well. Its tail looked a bit like a bird's beak at the end, and it had a single sharp tooth sticking out of its closed mouth. That's the one that seemed the closest to a regular Lucario, and I stared at it, not touching a single button. You choose gone? I stopped, staring at the screen. I figured Ben programmed it to make me choose gone, so I hit yes. Well then, Sir Aaron hit the ground with his staff, and his Lucario walked onto the screen. It seemed perfectly normal at first glance. It looked like its paws were stained with something red. All I could think of was one word: blood. Sir Aaron's Lucario nodded, smirking. Sir Aaron turned to Lucario, and he smiled. The two ran off. I guess the game starts now. I found myself as a Lucario, standing in a blue void, much like the bottom of the distortion world. But there was something very bad about this. I was a Lucario gone. I walked forward, thinking I was going to find Sir Aaron or something. It took me 1 freaking hour to find Sir Aaron. He said it was time to start my journey. I accepted, hoping I hadn't made a mistake. I sure made a mistake. At first, I found a little Riolu shivering in the corner. It seemed to be crying. My hand shook with fear, anger, and confusion as I reached for the power button. If I was going to start the game seeing a sad Riolu, that I'm sure not gonna play it, but it stopped me. The Riolu began to speak to me with a small amount of aura it had. No, no, please, don't go. I need you to help me. Listening to the injured Riolu's voice and seeing how it was, I couldn't help but cry. Don't cry, Rachel. But can you help me? The Riolu crawled towards the screen, almost grabbing the bottom of it. Please, I need help. Won't you help a Riolu that's about to die? A Riolu that longs to be a Lucario? Help me. Help me. Please. There were two options. Yes or no. Now, being the Lucario fangirl I am, with my second favorite Pokemon being Riolu, I had to click yes. Oh, thank you so much! Now, here's the thing. I had absolutely no idea where the hell we were. Oh, didn't you know? Weird. Judging by your aura, you're the creator of this world. I couldn't believe what the Riolu had just said. And I thought he was talking about Ben. So you could only imagine how freaked out I was when it spoke again. Oh no, not Ben. The creator of this game. I'm talking about you, Rachel. You're the writer of the Great Lucario Lucarius. We're in that world. I stopped. I couldn't even think straight if I tried. All I could think of was that Riolu. I never put a Riolu in the story. The only Riolu was in the Lucario Arceus legend. The Riolu nodded and spoke again, only freaking me out more. I just finished training, but I haven't evolved yet. Because they all hate me. So, to complete my training, I watched Riolu stand up and face the floor. Beat up a bit. But it looked like it was giggling, which turned into a chuckle, which I could hear, which turned into pure evil laughter. It stopped laughing and spoke again, almost giving me a heart attack when I saw the true face so close up. And its voice was that of a demon. I gone. Killed them all. Now the Lucario version of Gone was bad enough, but on a Riolu? I swear my heart stopped beating for a full minute. Was this why I had to choose from those three Lucarios? And the Riolu from the Lucario Arceus legend was a perfectly normal, sane, and strong Riolu? Won't you love me? Accept me? Allow me to fulfill my dream? And held out his paw, which appeared on the touchscreen. But his claws were extended, and was that blood? That Riolu was a killing machine, and I didn't want to make it angry, even though it was just a pile of colored pixels. So I reluctantly said yes. Good choice. The once sweet voice of that Riolu had become worse than when it said his name, more like a demon. And was that the Lavender Town red and blue music I was hearing? Or had I just read too many creepypastas? Either way, I will never look at a Riolu the same way ever again. And that, my little puppies, was Pokemon Aura Black. Final thoughts? Well, I mean, it is a rarity to find Pokemon creepypastas about Lucario and Riolu, or either of the two, but honestly, this one, boy, how do I put it lightly? It wasn't bad, but it wasn't good either. Now, for constructive criticism, there were a bunch of spelling errors, like a few, and that can do some easy fixing, like, or had I just read two May creepypastas, change May to many, and for even thought it was just a pile of colored pixels, change thought to though, and any other spelling errors that you have, and you're good to go. And there were just way too many cliches, such as, oh, blood is creepy, blood is unsettling, blood is disturbing. I see this in way too many Pokemon creepypastas. Now, it works for some creepypastas, like, let's see, what's a good creepypasta? Like, Blood and Gore, they work very well with, PokePastas like Pokemon Dead Channel and its sequel, Pokemon Dead Channel 2. Let's see what else. Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Explorers of Death. And any other creepypasta, classic creepypastas like Pokemon Perfect, and many others that I can think of at the top of my head. But as far as this one goes, I mean, the author PokeGirl 853, who originally created the creepypasta, they did a semi-decent job in my personal opinion, but I still think that the gore is a little bit cliche and everything. But again, it is, I'll give her brownie points for at least trying to create a Pokemon creepypasta involving Lucario and Riolu. Now, as for the story itself, I mean, it does try, in my personal opinion, but there's just way too many cliches. I'm sorry, but they aren't very good with this creepypasta. Now, I mean, if it was just a Lucario, like a full-on Lucario game with everything, and now I like the references to Sir Aaron and his Lucario from the movie Pokemon Lucario and the Mystery of Mew, because that's one of my favorite Pokemon movies. But for this one, it just has way too many cliches, like a few here and there, like the one with the Lavender Town music playing in the background. That one is way too much overused, and actually putting your username in the creepypasta, that really doesn't help. PokeGirl 853, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. If you're watching this, you did a very good job on this creepypasta, but it just has too many cliches, in my personal opinion, and there were some spelling errors here and there which can easily be fixed. But if you do plan to edit this creepypasta out, please do so, because I see potential in this creepypasta. I really do. But it still needs a lot of work. Just maybe take out some of the cliches like the Lavender Town music, the blood, the gore, and I think you're good to go. And if you want me to help out, please PM me on DeviantArt or on For Infinity, wherever the heck you are. Just, yeah, I can probably help you out. As for the ratings on this creepypasta, I give it a maybe 6.5 out of 10. It gets brownie points for trying, but it's more of a meh creepypasta. And again, I do like it that it is a Lucario / Riolu creepypasta, but it's meh. That's all I have to say. But anyways, I hope your puppies like this spoopy, scary creepypasta, and I will see you guys in the next video. This is our reminding you to stay awesome, stay strong, and stay beautiful, and sweet dreams, my little puppers.